Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is SmackDown Live. This is the final stop before the Royal Rumble. Lafayette is on fire. And so is the SmackDown Live roster. The final speed bump before the biggest pay-per-view in this channel's history, and we're going to kick it off with some tag team action as the Ascension make their way to the ring, and they could be ascending straight to the depths of hell tonight because they have to face the tag team champions, the Authors of Pain, to kick off the show. And I do not envy their position, but these guys have held tag team gold before in NXT. They know what it's all about. They're not shy. And I tell you what, they once were dominant. Can they recapture some of that here tonight on the eve of the Royal Rumble? There's only one way to find out as Connor and Victor await what would seem like inevitable and impending doom. They're being made to wait a full distance as well. So no, here we go. Not a very warm reception for Akam and Razor, of course, two members of the 5 of D-Generation X. And speaking of D-Generation X, an absolutely explosive close to Monday Night Raw. Shawn Michaels accepting the challenge from Seth Rollins to head to the Royal Rumble and go one-on-one. Seth Rollins pulled a card out of the hat that I didn't think he ever would. Seth Rollins talked about Shawn Michaels' children, and Shawn Michaels said, well, that is enough. And Shawn Michaels, this coming Royal Rumble, brings himself out of retirement to try and silence Seth Rollins once and for all. It was always the goal. It's why they recruited these two giants. It started as a cash grab. It started as an excuse to sell D-Generation X t-shirts. Triple H and Shawn Michaels wanted to have a little bit of fun with it, but they targeted the wrong man. They targeted the architect, Seth Rollins. And then, inevitably, one of the best friends of Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, would get involved, and all of a sudden, for lack of a better term, it degenerated into absolute chaos. But what it has done, it has afforded the opportunity of these two men who captured tag team gold, Akam and Razor, and we're about to go toe-to-toe, and Connor lights him up with 2 right hands, looking for a third, doesn't find it, gets a shot to the midsection, and now, oh, look at that knee lift there. And this is what it's all about. I mean, this is the eve of the Rumble. I mean, you can just feel it in the air. And look at this, right hands to Connor. Oh, lines him up again. Well, Victor's going to tag himself in. You can see Victor sizing him up. Oh, there's a hard right hand. Barely even phases him. He wanted another one, and this time he collapses him onto the ropes. And Victor, look out, this is not... Oh, God, again, another knee lift, and off to a flying start here on SmackDown Live. Tag Team Champions. This is non-title, but they will defend their championship against either 2 members of the Bullet Club, Kyle Anderson and Luke Gallows, or TM61, who face off later tonight in a number 1 contenders match. Look at this power and a double gut buster. They are feeling it tonight, Akam and Razor. Now, oh, look out. Just took him out. And they are just so deliberate in everything they do. This could spell the end. Connor is already out on the outside. And, oh, devastating powerbomb. Down into the cover. And that's elementary, I guarantee you. You count to 100. Well, it wasn't to be for the Ascension, but it was to be for the authors of pain, who are dominant yet again here tonight. And that's what it's been all about with these guys, is just utter dominance. Will that continue at the Royal Rumble for all members of D-Generation X, not let alone these two? Shawn Michaels comes out of retirement at the Royal Rumble, but we will find out who their opponents will be later tonight. The number one contenders match for the tag team titles. Who goes to the Royal Rumble? That's still to come. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my God! Well, that won't be the only match at the Royal Rumble by the looks of that. Braun Strowman, the only way Braun Strowman does, throws Rhino through a table and accepts his challenge to fight. But it'll be at the Rumble. My God. What a way to start the show, ladies and gentlemen. Complete destruction, both in the ring and outside the ring. And Royal Rumble is really starting to take some shape on the eve of the biggest pay-per-view we've ever seen here. And well, again, speaking of the Royal Rumble taking shape, this is the final of the women's number one contenders tournament. Sasha Banks came through all of those other opponents, and so did her opponent Ember Moon. Not many predicted that Ember Moon would indeed make it this far, but her victory over Paige comes as unquestionably the biggest of her career. But I'm telling you, a win here would top even that. And listen to the ovation here in Lafayette. Ember Moon. This is got a real big fight feel about it. Ember Moon, one of the most dangerous competitors. She is only 3 matches in to her WWE career here. And well, it doesn't get much more impressive. Really, really big atmosphere. You can feel it in the air. The crowd know we're on the eve of something spectacular. And we could be on the eve of one of the upsets of the century if Ember Moon can land the Eclipse. If she lands that, it's over. It has a certain GTS feel about it, which we will also see hopefully executed if you're Hideo Itami when he goes one-on-one with Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States title at the Royal Rumble as well. So much to look forward to, but you can't look too far past this match right here, right now, the final of the women's number one contenders tournament, and we are underway, and these two women lock up in the middle of the ring. Action-packed start to this show. Royal Rumble ramifications being felt all around, and oh, look at Sasha Banks here. Well, we saw her cheat to win to get to this position, and look out, oh wait a minute, she's rolled her up here, rolled her up early, and not even a 1 count. Ember Moon is all over that. Had to be 2. Sasha Banks tries to throw a forearm, but Ember Moon fires back with a forearm of her own. There again, a pair of them and a trio. And now Ember Moon looking for another one, can't find the 4th. Sasha Banks sends her into the corner, and then the knees. And that's the danger about Sasha Banks. She's so vicious. You could see this. Oh, look at that. Brewing athleticism. Flips over. And a back body drop. Perfectly executed down into the cover. Maybe enough. 1. Ooh, it's early though, isn't it? Just a 1 count. Sasha Banks trying to hold Ember Moon down. Trying to get her out of her rhythm early. Because we've seen if she can find her rhythm, she can find the Eclipse. And that's what this is all about. And look out. Ember Moon. Hard shot to the midsection, and she's fighting back. This young Texan. She's got the heart of a lion. And the bite of one too at times, and Ember Moon sends her into the corner and then delivers elbows of her own. No wasted motion, no wasted moment here. And look at this, Ember Moon with some tricks of her own, and a Hurricane Rana, so graceful from someone so dangerous, and she screams into the air. She's in this, up to her neck. Get out there, hard shot again. And the forearm. And another one. Misses it again, and these two women are just throwing hands at the moment, throwing forearms to be more specific, and Sasha Banks throws a kick and then a chop to the chest. But look at this, counter for counter here at the moment. Ember Moon turns her around. Look out, crucifix pinning combination. He may have her, just the one count. Sasha Banks gets out. You get the feeling these women would love to put this away as quick as possible. Sends her into the corner. Ember Moon, full head of steam. Had the leg caught by Sasha Banks and thrown into the corner. Her head may have bounced off the bottom turnbuckle there. Sasha Banks looks to try and take advantage of that. Now Sasha Banks going to work the leg, and it's really smart. Looking to slow the pace. Get this match back on her terms. Drags her into the middle of the ring, so if she wants to try for a submission, she can. Ring savvy. The now somewhat ring veteran Sasha Banks. She's been around the block a lot longer than Ember Moon. Particularly WWE. You can see now Sasha Banks looking to, as I said, slow the pace, and this is more in Sasha Banks' wheelhouse now. She's got this match on her terms. It was a fiery start, but Ember Moon has since... And look at this, Sasha Banks talking all kinds of trash to her because she knows, but so does Ember Moon. And Ember Moon, oh look out, oh my goodness me. And that may have turned Sasha Banks inside out. She landed awkwardly on the ropes. It would have jarred her back, and Banks gets just up to her feet. And now Ember Moon, look out, slides underneath. Oh, Ember Moon with another Hurricane Rana. And the speed of Ember Moon. She's as quick as a hiccup. And now referee slow to get into position here too. That may have cost her. The referee was terribly slow to get into position, and in such a big occasion, such a big match with such high stakes, we can't afford any of that kind of thing. If these women can't make a mistake, neither can the referee. But you see now Ember Moon's going to turn her attention to the legs here. Ember Moon, and again. Ember Moon. There you go again. On the inside of the knee, and you can see Sasha Banks rolling around, and now this is somewhat on Ember Moon's terms now. It's ebbed and flowed this match. Another forearm. Did you hear that one though? Good Lord. And then a kick to the head, and now Ember Moon. Oh, fall away slam. Perfectly executed. And this has been a flurry of offense that could particularly end the match here. And Ember Moon up and over. Northern Lights suplex on the button. Wonderful trio, maybe even a quartet of moves. Referee in a position one. Hook of the outside leg. It could be over. It's not. It is not over. And Ember Moon knows it. Now she tries to grapevine the leg, but Sasha Banks pops out. Sasha Banks popped out and then grabbed her. And oh, hard side Russian leg sweep. Sasha Banks. Oh. And no, not again, not again. Oh, Lord. Sasha Banks rocking and rolling now here in Lafayette on the eve of the Royal Rumble. Now she's going to go to the well again because she's working on the back now. And Ember Moon will need the lower back to be in full working order in order to hit the Eclipse. So this is incredibly smart from Sasha Banks, but it's also incredibly vicious, and it's really, really intelligent. This is what it means to these women. They'll get down and dirty. They'll do whatever it takes. Ember Moon's going to need to dig deep, and that's exactly what she does. European uppercut from Ember Moon. Sends Sasha Banks to the apron. And now, oh, look out, Sasha Banks with a reversal. Oh, look out, roll her up, roll her up. Referee in a position, referee in a perfect position. It could be over. No, it's not. Oh, Sasha Banks rolled her up, almost put her away, but Ember Moon, boom! That could be a knockout blow from Ember Moon. Sasha Banks is reeling, and Ember Moon, oh, good Lord. A huge combination on the button. Banks is out. She's done. No. What a combination. And that's how dangerous Ember Moon is. This crowd on their feet here. This whole tournament, this whole month has culminated. Oh, look out. Hard forearm. And now Ember Moon working away, hammering away on Sasha Banks here. Ember Moon in firm control. Oh, right to the heart. Drives all the air out of the lungs. Ember Moon may have her here. Into the cover one. Got her two. It is. No. What does Ember Moon have to do? Well, I think we know. Ember Moon. Oh, hard forearm. Another hard. Oh, that forearm knocks her out of the ring. Knocked her out of the ring, and now Ember Moon not looking to waste any time. Ember Moon takes flight through the middle and bottom rope. Heat-seeking missile. And that could be it for Banks, surely. Hit her with her full weight, full force, and it's over. No. Oh my goodness. These women are just laying it all on the line here for the right to face Emma at the Royal Rumble. And oh, no water in the pool. No water in the pool. And now Sasha Banks trying to fire herself up here. And Sasha Banks has her where she needs her. Over the back. The bank statement locked in. Sasha Banks on the cusp of heading to the Royal Rumble to face Emma for the Women's Championship. No. Oh, wait a minute. Reversal. Ember Moon with a reversal. One. She's going to do it. Upset of the year. No. Not quite. Doesn't quite get her. Ember Moon's got to stay on top. Ember Moon has to stay on her here. But Sasha Banks fires back. Oh, God. Another hard forearm. And another one. And Sasha Banks lights her up again. And now Sasha Banks has had enough and just tosses her outside the ring. Ember Moon trying to come to. I think I know what Sasha Banks is thinking. She's thinking of going high risk and laying it all on the line. Sasha Banks lays it all on the line with little to nothing left. Ember Moon is cooked. Cover. 1, 2. No! Ember Moon will not die. Sasha Banks is saying, come on. You're going to come with me. I'm a former women's champion. This is my wheelhouse. This is where I belong. And Sasha Banks may be cashing a check. No. Ember Moon reversal. Ember Moon reversal. Oh. Oh, what a combination. Ember Moon with a vicious combination. And she could be looking for the ultimate blow. Can Ember Moon shroud herself in glory? The eclipse is on the button. Cover. 1, 2. Yes. Can you believe it? Ladies and gentlemen, Ember Moon has done the unthinkable. And Ember Moon, in just 3 matches here in WWE, will be facing off against Emma for the Women's Championship at the Royal Rumble. If you didn't know her, you know her now. The young Texan, Ember Moon, covers herself in glory, but there's one more step. And that's Emma for the Women's Championship at the Royal Rumble. What a moment in this woman's career. Absolutely enormous. And hey, wait on a second. Here's the Women's Champion, the leader of the iconic trio. And Emma lays the belt down and says, we're gonna go at the Royal Rumble. You damn right. And she could well be one of your toughest opponents to date, Emma. So you better be ready. Ember Moon, Royal Rumble, here we come. What a match that's going to be. Wait a second, there's Noam Dar. Ric Flair. Well, to be honest, I mean, I think that's pretty smart. Ric Flair's sending Noam Dar home. We, of course, know that Ric Flair is under a lot of scrutiny for the chaos that has been ensuing here on SmackDown, as is Shane McMahon on Raw. Vince McMahon is conducting an internal audit, and he's sent Noam Dar home to avoid all of that chaos. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we may not be able to avoid it, because your main event of the evening is Randy Orton versus the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt, who is on the verge of one of the biggest matches of his career against the Elite One, Apollo Crews. That is later on tonight, ladies and gentlemen, but right now we have to focus on the tag team division. We saw a little taste of it. We got a little taste of it earlier in the night when the tag team champions were in action. They were dominant. It's not a team I would be really putting my hand up to face at the Royal Rumble. However, I am not these guys. I am not in this business like these guys are. These guys have absolutely no fear. And the Bullet Club, well, they arrived on Monday Night Raw recently to confront AJ Styles and send a message on behalf of Finn Balor. And well, it didn't go the way they planned, because the guys that they have to face here tonight for the #1 contendership to go to the Royal Rumble to face off for the tag team championships, well, they formed a little bit of a mini alliance with AJ Styles themselves, and AJ didn't come to Raw alone. He brought TM61, the boys from Perth. Well, this is their biggest opportunity of their careers, much like Ember Moon, and we've already seen what that can do for motivation. SmackDown rolls on. It's the tag team #1 contendership on the line, and here they come. Nick Miller, Shane Thorne of TM61, the mighty indeed do not kneel. And these two are as mighty as they come, but they're gonna have to overcome the vicious and heinous Bullet Club, who will do anything it takes. As we saw several times from Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, they literally cost AJ Styles everything. Absolutely everything in his career. Cost him the World Heavyweight Championship. Cost him his match with Drew McIntyre at Judgment Day. The big money match that was 2 months in the making. They took McIntyre out because he wouldn't side with him, because he wouldn't let them meddle with AJ. And all leads to this right here with these four men. Look out. Anderson hooks him straight up, looking for a suplex, gets it. And a delayed suplex kicks off this match for Carl Anderson. And Shane Thorne already in a little bit of trouble as Nick Miller looks on. TM61, the Bullet Club, going toe-to-toe. The winner heads to what I believe is the most unenviable matchup in the WWE right now, and that's to face Akam and Razor for their tag team championships. Look at this here. Carl Anderson's already in some firm control here. Throws up the two sweets. And the Bullet Club, of course, come about after this here from Carl Anderson. Gets a run up and a senton across the chest. As I was saying, Finn Balor said it was never about him. It was never about the Balor Club. He created the Bullet Club, and he wanted to bring that here to the WWE. And you can see now, look out. Carl Anderson tries to turn it around, but Shane Thorne just sees the opening. Now it's Shane Thorne. Oh, beautiful. Athletic as ever. Shane Thorne. Could argue that he's the most athletic of the two between him and Nick Miller, but see him here. Trying to get a tag here maybe, but he just knocks Anderson into the corner, and this is what they're best at. This tag team prowess. And what is this? Oh, look out. Hard shot. And now, wait a minute. Wait a second. Shane Thorne up on the shoulders. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my. An avalanche superplex And it may, oh, look out, he got the tag though. He managed to get the tag to Luke Gallows. And that's the tag team prowess of the Bullet Club. And now, oh, look out. Luke Gallows able to get on top. But Carl Anderson, that might be the end of Carl Anderson right there. That avalanche suplex slash sit-out powerbomb, I reckon it takes a bit more out of Shane Thornton than anybody, as well as his opponent. Takes a little piece of everyone, and got the tag to Gallows, and it was so important, wasn't it? It was just so important to cut off that momentum, and it looks as though Carl Anderson has been able to recover. But oh, look out. Nick Miller with the block. And now Nick Miller runs in. Oh, perfect neck breaker. Slams him down. Spinning neck breaker. And now Nick Miller can take it to him on the ground. Winner of this match heads to the Royal Rumble to face the Authors of Pain for the Tag Team Championships. Nick Miller gets a run up and then drops down the anvil. And the elbow across the throat. Miller looking to ground his opponent, ground the big man Gallows, who you could argue is one of the most agile big men that we have in the WWE. The two heavies of the teams going toe-to-toe here at the moment. See that he's quite a sizable man as well. Nick Miller, but I'll tell you what, he was cut down to size then. Gallows with the cover here, kicks out at nothing. Well, as I said, ladies and gentlemen, the Bullet Club back in effect. And AJ Styles is in the crosshairs of Finn Balor come the Royal Rumble. This is going to be a hell of an explosive confrontation here, but look out, Nick Miller in. Oh, did you see the height on that? Did you see the height? And Shane Thorne starting to panic a little bit here. Because he's been... And now I look out now, Carl Anderson saying that's it. Nick Miller has been cut off from his partner ever since they got the upper hand with that superplex to Carl Anderson, who drops the knee across the head. That may have knocked him out. Oh, just a 1 count again here. Nick Miller's tough as they come. He'll stay in there. You're going to have to knock him out in order to pin him. There's no doubt about that. Carl Anderson might just do it right here, right now. Oh, look out. Oh, no, he missed it. He got out of the way, but Carl Anderson wasting absolutely no motion here. That's not where you want to be. And he drops him on his head anyway. And Anderson, oh no, Nick Miller rolls out of the way. Nick Miller rolls out of the way. This could be his opportunity here. And gets the back suplex. That could be the opening that he needs. That could be the opening that he needs. But you can just see the pain ravaged through his body. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Oh no, Nick Miller still fighting, but Anderson fights out as well. And I think he tried to do too much. He should have got the tag when he had the chance, because Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows aren't going to stop. And now they're going to send him into the corner. And that was somewhat of a rookie error, because now it might be time for the Magic Killer, and it certainly is. And it is over. That's it. 1, 2, no! Shane Thorne manages to get in, but no, he's going to go for the cover again. I think he's done. It is. It's over. It's over. No! What? Wait a second! AJ Styles! How the hell did he get in here? How the hell did AJ Styles get in here? Carl Anderson! Carl Anderson's going after AJ Styles! Carl Anderson can't believe his eyes. AJ Styles goes backstage. Wait a minute. Nick Miller rolls him up. 1. He's got him 2. He's got him. No, he can't put him away. Can't put him away. And Gallows is going to try and keep fighting here. This place has come unglued. AJ Styles, he's meant to be on Raw. He shows up here on SmackDown. And that's not going to reflect very well on Ric Flair either. Letting a Raw superstar get in the door. And now, oh, there it is, Nick Miller. Nick Miller lowering the boom on Gallows, who's been left by himself here. AJ Styles has gone backstage. And Carl Anderson is in pursuit. Such is the hatred for each other. They left him out and hung him out to dry. TM61 could put this away. Look at the power. Into the cover, a TM61 heading to the Royal Rumble. You betcha. AJ Styles shows up on SmackDown Live, and he costs Gallows and Anderson something this time. It's tit for tat. The Bullet Club get lured in by AJ Styles, who somehow sneaks his way onto SmackDown Live and helps out TM61 and helps send them to the Royal Rumble to face the Authors of Pain. And why, there he is. There's Carl Anderson. He's looking for him. Wait. Oh my God. Finn Balor knows where he is. Finn Balor knows where he is, and AJ Styles has taken a piece of the Bullet Club and gotten the hell out of Dodge. My goodness. Wait a second. Oh my goodness. Oh, look out. Look out, Bobby Roode and Neville. Bobby Roode and Neville going toe-to-toe with Neville, who we haven't really seen since he lost his European Championship. We know he has a rematch on the SmackDown after the Royal Rumble against Sami Zayn, but Neville has lost it. Bobby Roode accidentally bumping into Neville backstage. Bobby Roode, we know, is heading to the Royal Rumble, but wow, Neville taking absolutely no crap backstage. And well, ladies and gentlemen, another man who doesn't take any crap, Randy Orton, and he will be heading to the Royal Rumble as well. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is your main event of the evening. What a night. What a night. The final stop before the Royal Rumble has just thrown up so many anomalies, so much chaos. Tensions are high, never higher, before an event with the prestige of the Royal Rumble. Everybody wants to get that ticket to WrestleMania, whether you're wrestling for the Intercontinental title like it appears that Braun Strowman and Rhino are going to be doing, because that could be a ticket to a match at WrestleMania. If you're TM61, you've just won yourself through to the Royal Rumble, and if you win that match, you could potentially walk into WrestleMania as the tag team champions. And now Randy Orton, with a victory over this man, could potentially book himself a future WWE Championship match. And when it's around WrestleMania time, you would have to think that would be on the cards. But now, Bray Wyatt, who we have seen engage in so many mind games with the Elite One, Apollo Crews, who kicked me off commentary last week. Such is the tension, I believe. It's exactly what I was just talking about. It's the tension that surrounds this whole time of year. Such high stakes. Everybody wants to be part of the biggest events. Everybody wants to be at the Royal Rumble. Everybody wants to be on the card. Everyone wants to wrestle. Everyone wants to prove themselves on the biggest stage. And if you don't, why are you here? That's Bray Wyatt's theory. Said, as I have a left and right hand, I have the World Championship. The World Championship literally is a part of me. Literally is my world. That's why he sings. He's got the whole world in his hands, because Bray Wyatt literally holds his entire universe in his hands and around his waist. Nothing means more to him than that World Championship. And Bray Wyatt will defend it with his life at the Royal Rumble. And this place erupts for the Eater of Worlds, your World Heavyweight Champion, here exclusively on SmackDown Live. And it's a real treat to be able to see him in the ring on the verge of such an important match of his career against Apollo Crews, who is the heavy favourite, it must be said. But I'll tell you what, Bray Wyatt doesn't give a damn about your undefeated record, doesn't give a damn about your little catchphrases, and he'll come to the party come Royal Rumble. But he's got to get through Randy Orton first. Will he even survive it to the Royal Rumble? The Viper is just one RKO away from a victory here. And look at this viciousness here for Randy Orton. And he's throwing those hands straight across the chest of Bray Wyatt, who reverses. He knows he had to get out of that position. Takes a top wrist lock here. But Randy Orton's so smooth. I mean, it's just oozing through him. This business is literally in his blood. Figuratively and literally. Randy Orton. Oh, that's not where you want to be with Bray Wyatt with that hammerlock. Oh, Bray Wyatt again with that viciousness. Randy Orton showed in his match here, and Bray Wyatt just shoves him off. He's not going to give you any separation. You can guarantee that. Wyatt sends him in. Good Lord. Runs over him like a freight train. God, everyone's fired up around here, ladies and gentlemen, including me, on the eve of quite easily the biggest event in the channel's history. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for making it all possible. With your support, it's greatly appreciated, but that wasn't appreciated by Bray Wyatt as he gets that lariat right across the throat, and Randy Orton lighting him up with a series of punches, but Bray Wyatt able to fire back, and then an uppercut sends Randy Orton literally out of the ring. And Bray Wyatt poses in front of Randy Orton. Randy Orton's telling him to back up so he can get in the ring, and Bray Wyatt more than happy to remind him that he's the Eater of Worlds and he's happy to fight. But here comes Randy Orton, who goaded him in. And Randy Orton's psychology can't be underestimated either, as he sends Wyatt in. Oh, looking for that back elbow, but Bray Wyatt fires up again. This guy's an animal. This guy is a beast. And now look at this. Oh my God. Wyatt literally tossed him over his head. And Randy Orton hasn't had an answer so far. Well, maybe that's one. Orton, a multi-time world champion. Orton sends him in, then finds the back elbow. Maybe even out of spite, and that sends Bray Wyatt outside the ring. Randy Orton stares at Bray Wyatt as he tries to get to his feet on the apron. Now Orton, he might be thinking to bring him in the hard way here. And Orton hangs him up for a hangman neckbreaker. And Orton hung him out to dry there. Now Randy Orton sizing up Bray Wyatt and drops the knee across the forehead. Vintage Orton. Orton pacing around like the Viper that he is. He goes for a stomp, but Bray Wyatt got out of the way, and then a shot to the back, and then a right hand to the face, and now Bray Wyatt, look at this, oh God, oh my God, knees in the corner here, and Bray Wyatt, is he chewing on his head? Was Bray Wyatt just chewing on his head? Well, either way, Bray Wyatt from the second rope lands that senton, all of his weight, that air-ball frame across the chest, driving the air out of the lungs, but it's not enough. But it's not enough, and Wyatt is taking control here. The World Heavyweight Champion. Such a treat to see this guy in the ring. See Wyatt now pacing around. This is more his wheelhouse, much like Sasha Banks tried to slow the match down earlier tonight. Wyatt, boy, he might just be a little bit more effective. He might just have the game plan in the locker to be able to put someone like Randy Orton away pretty quick, and he just struts around and then he hits him with it again. Wyatt is firmly in control here. You can see it too. He knows it. Now Wyatt going to the leg of Randy Orton. Now, oh look, oh, Orton with an up kick there. Orton with an up kick, and the crowd chanting, Bray's going to kill you, but I tell you what, it's going to take a little bit more than that as Orton lights him up with several right hands. And now Orton, now he might be going to that place. And, oh, God, hung him up under the bottom rope. Bray is going to kill you, continues to ring throughout Lafayette here. Orton lines him up with another shot. And then the European uppercut. And it's just persisting, isn't it, this crowd? Want to see Bray Wyatt destroy Randy Orton, but Orton ain't gonna play that game with a huge chop of his own. Randy. Now they turn. Now all of a sudden they want an RKO, so this crowd is quite split here. It's Randy Orton working that typical pace here, but oh, look out. Bray Wyatt, oh my God, sent him in, and the referee went down as well. The referee went down as well. Bray Wyatt doesn't even care. Neither of these men care. The referee finally comes to. Now Bray Wyatt, what is he thinking here? What is Bray Wyatt? Bray Wyatt just told the referee to get the hell out of the way. Oh God. Now, Randy Orton grabbed the leg of Bray Wyatt. Oh, face first, and now Orton, going to the well here, stomping mercifully on all of the joints, all the pressure points around the body of Bray Wyatt. And this may be the moment, and it is. Randy Orton. He wants Bray Wyatt to his feet. Orton wants Bray Wyatt to his feet. He's got to be thinking, RKO, no! Doesn't hit it. Oh, Bray Wyatt! Sister Abigail!
The private or social position of aristocratic qualification.
What the hell is that?
Representing the choices or most selected group.
What the hell is that sound? Is it spelling? Is that spelling elite? Yeah, wait a minute. That's Apollo Crews. Seems to be some sort of live training footage of Apollo Crews somewhere in a gym. Perhaps the Elite Sports Management training facility. Bray Wyatt is transfixed by this consistent spelling of elite. Well, Apollo Crews is on the screen here addressing Bray Wyatt live in the arena, saying, "You believe in ghouls and ghosts and goblins. Well, I believe in preparation." More mind games here from these two men. It's unbelievable. Apollo Crews saying he's going to take him to waters so deep that he's never been before. You remember the Royal Rumble because you were part of history, the crowning of a king. Your king. Apollo Crews. No, whoa, wait a minute! Bray Wyatt! Oh no! He was looking for the RKO, couldn't find it! And Bray Wyatt's Sister Abigail! He counted the RKO, Sister Abigail! 1, 2, and that's it! Bray Wyatt refusing to give in to the mind games of Apollo Crews, who did his best effort to try and distract the Eater of Worlds. But it didn't work. Ladies and gentlemen, we're there. We are at the Royal Rumble. This has been the final stop. This has been SmackDown Live, and these two men, Apollo Crews, Bray Wyatt, will do battle for the World Heavyweight Championship. The Royal Rumble. The road has been long, it has been winding, but it is upon us. And so could Apollo Crews' doomsday. See you at the Royal Rumble.